Thanks, everyone. Before we proceed with our next keynote speaker, I would like to just, share some initiatives which are driven by APGI in 2024. So may I call all the initiative owners to be please near the stage, and within 30 seconds, if you can just quickly explain about your initiatives to the audience.
So we have our first initiative. So these were the initiatives which we are talking about. So our first initiative is Entrepreneur Katta. We had our first entrepreneur, Yogesh ji was here. So I would request Dhiren to talk about Entrepreneur Katta.
Definitely. Thank you, everyone. How are you guys doing? I know there's a tea after this. How are you guys doing? You're doing good? Thanks. Okay. 30 seconds are very less to describe Entrepreneur Katta. But if you want to learn stories, if you want to understand how risks are taken, if you understand how courage has been taken, and how things are built upon, Entrepreneur Katta is a platform to get inspired, to learn from all the entrepreneurs we have. We had been always doing this from a couple of years, but we wanted to give some platform for the entrepreneurs to share their stories, their journey, and inspire all of us. And that's what all it is about. It would be in the afternoon. We have 2 entrepreneurs today. We already heard Bamboo India, and there would be one more entrepreneur who would be joining, right? So please visit Entrepreneur Katta sessions, get inspired from all of them, and do share your learnings to others. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Dhiren. So the next initiative is Author Katta. So you already seen our author, Amar, coming here. Similar to that, we would have another author tomorrow who would celebrate her journey as a part of the overall Author Katta. And this is one of the platform what we have created for committee members to come and share their journey and talk about how they became an author and benefit from getting those connections, and for audience to understand how the journey has been. Next, we would like to go to mentorship cohort.
Yeah, so from APGI community, we are starting with the APGI mentorship cohort, which will, foster or cultivate a culture of, collaborating the seasoned mentors, as well as eager to learn mentees, and, in order to enhance their knowledge. And we will be also providing them, according to their needs, the guidance for their career growth. And we'll be kicking off this initiative in the month of May. And definitely we'll be providing some QR scanner codes on the website. So whosoever wants to enroll for this program, as a mentee or as a mentor, please get back to us. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Shivani. So let's move to Agile Spear. Ketan. Here you go.
Last time, you all might have tasted dal tadka, right? You're going to get a chance to taste firefighters' dal tadka today. You surely will get something to taste like Operation Overcome Poha. Or you guys might also get to taste antibiotics fafada, right? Something curious? We are setting a spear as an APGI initiative where we are trying to create a coaching high street, which has already been set up. And you possibly will get a creative and innovative way of going through a journey of these cafes, which are having different cuisines merged together with some agility. So please join us in these cafes. Get to know about the innovative way of how you can describe yourself and can find this experience. And very, very eager to host you all there. You all might have got 2 coupons of Agile Spear in your goodies. If you haven't, reach out to the nearest volunteers and they will provide you the same. Coupons are required before you enter the cafe. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. The next initiative is Agile in Education. I would request Amol.
Hello all. A very good morning to you all. Nice to see such enthusiasm here. Now this slide is quite explanatory. We lot of us are doing this thing in bits and pieces, and we got an opportunity. There is something that we are working out with as Agile Demics with the Scrum Alliance, and there'll be a more structured program where we want to bring in basics basically, because here in this conferences and all, we are talking about so much of experiences, different things, how we work, case studies and all, but there are some basics, there are some things that principle and values. Now we are trying to take it, having early involvement of the students here. So we have these things already cultivated. There are people who, there are leaderships, and they'll talk, they'll have this talk about the agility and all. So we plan to have training, conferences, long programs with them. A lot of our volunteers are already doing it, and we'll have very structured program soon. So that's about Agile Demics, Agile in Education. Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Amol. So the next one we have community use of community. Can I request Rishi? Rishi, just make it quick.
Hi all, good morning. So community of community initiatives. So we work for software development, which is focused around people, process, product, and technology. And we are also part of communities which are all these four: people, process, product, and technologies. And while working, we observe that there is an overlap between all these. Okay, so why shouldn't be an overlap with the community? We are active in many communities. Those are focused on either of these. So we thought that we should bring together these communities to share the knowledge, which is also aligned with our mission and vision of APGI. And recently we have collaborated with Pune Google Developer Group as a community partner. So if you are a community organizer, active member of any communities, would like to collaborate for a non-profit community at a bigger levels to reach out to the wider audience, please reach out to any of our volunteers. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Rishi. So you already heard about Business Agility Wizard from Shri, so I'm going to skip that. And I hope you have seen now all the initiatives. The reason we wanted to give this connect was to make sure every initiative has a face and you know whom to reach out to understand how you can be part of that initiative. So the next what we want to take you through is another keynote, and we would like to bring in Space Kids India CEO and founder, Dr. Srimathy Kesan. Let's have a round of applause. Space Kids.
Thank you. Hey, mic here? Thank you.
So I will just take a minute to brief about her, because that's an important aspect that everybody should be aware of. Space Kit India is an Indian aerospace startup pioneering in design, fabrication, and launch of small satellites, spacecrafts, and ground systems.
Bhaiya.
Oh, good. Thank you. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you. Okay, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Everybody is fresh and happy. इतने सारा ज्ञान of computer science. I was sitting there and I thought probably मुझे PhD मिल जाता है. अरे बाप रे. Okay, so for me, agility, agile. Can we have that? Can we have everybody to rise up, please, for a minute? Yes, let's stretch a bit. Let's stretch a bit. Agility! Where is
Show the agility, folks. Let's
Come
dance.
on! Chalo! You have medals here.
Volunteers.
You have medals here. Bhaiya, come on. You're all young, I thought. Come on, shake your legs. Come on.
How is the Josh?
Hi.
There you go. Raise your hands, folks. Raise your hands. There you go.
That's very smart. Okay, you get the prize. Yes. Okay, thank you, folks. Thank you so much. Please sit down. Thank you, thank you. Great sport.
Let's have a round of applause.
Congratulations. Let's give him a round of applause. Come on. Such a beautiful morning. All of us bright and shiny. Well, this is Dr. Srimathy Kesan, founder, CEO, Space Kids India. What is Space Kids India? Any guesses? Oh, he's already told. Ha, Buddhu. Okay, we'll play the video for you so that we'll give away the next round of prizes. So, dhyan se dekhiye. Did you all watch the launch of Aditya L1? Aditya L1? Yes? Okay, can somebody come rushing to me and say, who was the project director? I will give you a clue. She is called the Sunny Girl. No, no mobiles, no mobiles. Who is the Sunny Girl of India? Not Sunny Leone. Please. I want the Sunny Girl. Sunny Girl! Come on, yaar, thoda uto, sab log. All young people sitting around. Okay, another easy question. Okay, who is the only Indian cosmonaut who went into space? Please come fast, please come fast. Very good, very good. Please give him a round of applause. Okay.
Big round of applause, folks. Let's appreciate.
It happens to be the 40th year of him going to space on 2nd of April, which is just 3 days ago. So that's the reason I wanted to know how many of you, really know about this great personality. For 40 years, he's the only icon of India in space. He's created that inspiration for everybody. We were a little child, I should say, in 6th grade when we heard in radio, Sare Jahan se acha Hindustita hamara. So we can never forget that. It keeps resonating. And from there, we are moving to, okay, in your language, shared platform to a hosted platform. So shared Soyuz. So we went with the Russians. And now we are going to be hosting our own
Space station.
Space station, space rocket. It's going to be a rocket, and that mission is called? Very good. Superb. Fantastic. Superb. Very proud, very proud. Well, we built the world's lightest and first ever 3D printed satellite. Do you want to see how it looks like? Do you want to see how it looks like?
Yes.
I actually put it in the last chair. Can you just check? Can you just check? It's there. Yeah, I just put it there before I came in. Well, this is the one. This is the world's lightest and first ever 3D printed satellite called the Kalam Sat. This is 64 grams only. And this went up a NASA's Terrier Orion rocket, the first ever mission of Indian students in a NASA's rocket. This went up on 2017, June 22nd. This was built by my team of young children ages 16 until 20. Can you believe? Indian students. And all these children do not belong to the so-called premier schools. No, they all come from rural background, tier 2, tier 3 towns, where internet facility is also very little. So that's the kind of pride we have built. This is the Kalam Sat. We started our journey asking scientists, can we launch a rocket? Can we launch a satellite? So this scientist, he was so impressed by this question, and he said, can you introduce me to your team, Mrs. Kesan? I said, yes, I can do that. We nicely put papers and, all those pictures and all that. This was in 2015. We put it in a nice folder that we knew, because you get those files in those days, all attaka files. And we put in that. We made a presentation. He was so happy with that. And he said, can you introduce your team? And my team were all little children. Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade students. He was shocked to see this. He said, are you kidding me? 700 crores ka rocket. And how am I going to put your satellite in that? And you say these children are going to build a satellite? I said, yes. He said, you are messing with their lives. Please send them away. Let them go, graduate, postgraduate, and then come back. And then we will induct them, and then they can proceed. But the first step taken by an entrepreneur cannot be taken behind. That's the passion. So with great passion, I said, let us see another jugaad, the Indian jugaad way. Can we do something else and create a ruffle that these children are capable of doing something? Can we prove? So the other way was high altitude ballooning. So there are huge giant sized balloons where you fill helium in it, you fix an electronic bay, you have a GPS tracker, and you send that up. We thought that was just, sending these party balloons and all that. Dekhe to we had to do 4 months of running around with all the government offices. There was no precedence. They said, give me this balloon ka number. How many people are going to go in the balloon? I said, this is a high altitude balloon. It's not a hot air balloon. So we had to fight with the system. Finally, just before the day of the launch that we had decided, the guest who was supposed to come said, Madam, you never told me that this was built by 16 years and 17-year-old. I'm sorry, I can't come for this. You are actually not going to be successful, and I don't want to blacklist my name in this. I'm sorry. He just slammed the phone. We said, okay. And the airport authority said, 10 lakhs penalty. Otherwise, you will be behind bars. I said, okay. Science and technology, we have to do all this. The first step taken cannot be taken back by the entrepreneur. Repeatedly, I want to say that because passion plays a huge role for an entrepreneur. You know your baby. You know it's going to be successful. And that's innovation and invention, because everybody, if they innovated a bulb, there is no innovation in it. It's just discovery, discovery, discovery. But for the first time when we do, I know we were going to get all these brickbats. So on the day of the launch, it was just me and my kids. Happily, with the permission, we launched perfect GPS tracking, 16-year-old boys. We were able to retrieve, we were able to track the whole thing completely. It went up to 107,000 feet where we got the Limca Book of Records. It was such a huge, huge accolade for these children. And today we are the only Indian organization who have launched 20 balloon satellites. And the best one is we unfurled the national flag at 30 kilometers near space for the Independence Day, 75th Independence Day. Thank you. And that was the best celebration of Indian independence. So moving on, hungry minds, we thought we should do orbital. Orbital in the sense it is in space and it will give you data. So we wanted to do that. It was costing heavily. It was costing $1 lakh just to launch the satellite. Paisa nahi hai baba, kya kare? Kuch to karna padega, kya kare? So what we did, let's do a suborbital flight, and that's where universe conspired and we launched the Kalamsat. That went ruffles, and 900 media, including Forbes and Fortune, covered us. So from there on, we said orbital. ISRO had invited us for a discussion. There, they gave us a timeline of 6 days. Can you build a satellite in 6 days? If you do that, we will give you a free of cost launch. Free of cost. India, Indians, free, bapre, bhago, We said we will do it. But one chip, we had to import it from US. And it was so difficult within 6 days because it was Shankranti time. We had to find a person with a visa, valid visa, who will be able to travel, go just pick the sensor, take the same flight, come back, and we integrate it. 6 days, no sleep, no food. But it was so much fun and thrill. And finally, on the 24th of January 2019, PSLV C-44 soared very high with our satellite. So first victory for students. It was an amazing feel. Okay, time for a question. Who is the chairman of ISRO? Somebody run fast. I don't want a group answer. Chairman ISRO. Somebody come here. Chairman ISRO. Please, please come. Yes, fantastic. Madhavan Nair. 3 pehle the. 3 chairmans pehle. Congratulations. So happy, so happy. Very proud. We definitely need to know such names because in such audiences, I would always love to take the names of cosmonaut Rakesh Sharma and ISRO chairman Somnath ji because they are real heroes of our country. We watch so many movies and we laud our heroes, but these are the people who need to be lauded. And in fact, on the day of the launch of Aditya L1, he was diagnosed with cancer. But in spite of that, he proved that this mission will be a success, and I am not going to be bothered about my chemotherapy. So the real heroes need huge round of applause. Moving there, we did successful 2 missions, the Satish Dhawan Sat and the Kalam Sat V2. From there on, we thought we have to do something very, very special for the 75th independent anniversary of India. बोल बोल के हम जाके ICU में पड़ गए on a ventilator. I was affected with COVID, and I don't know whether I will be alive. But mind keh raha tha, without doing this project, you're not kicking the bucket. You are going to be strong coming out, and you are going to be doing this project. So we had the project's review when I was with the ventilator with the ISRO director. And we finished. I gave him the complete explanation about how and what we are going to be doing. He said, "What is that beep beep, Dr. Kesan?" I said, "I'm on the ventilator." He said, "What? Ventilator? What are you talking? You plus take care of your health, and after that you can do all this." I said, no. This project is my jaan. So my jaan is not going to go so fast. I'll definitely do this project, and then only it will go. Don't worry. He was like, "You are a crazy woman." I said, "ठीक है, crazy people only innovate something." Right? We are all crazy people, right? We Indians are crazy. We know what to do. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes. That's nice. Love it, love it. This is agility for me. This is agile. Then came out, started talking to the schools. This project was completely with rural girl children. It was titled Azadi Sat. So for the 75th independent anniversary, we built the Azadi Sat. And this was by rural girls from Jammu Kashmir to Kanyakumari, 750 girls. First time in the world coming together and building a satellite. This is the miniature model of that satellite. This is the Azadi Sat. These children did not understand what was space. There was space naam ki ek industry? No. Because in India, we only know doctor, engineer, 2 children. Now, software engineer, number 1 priority. Right? पैसा आएगा. इसमें पैसा नहीं आएगा. तो क्या करें? But now I have 750 ambassadors with me who are in style from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, voicing about girls in STEM. Because people say women in STEM are, no, they can't do math, they can't do technology, they can do artistic things. But today, we have brave women everywhere, and they've been doing all this. So, we at Space Kids India are the only organization in India to have launched 20 high-altitude balloon sats, 3 suborbital satellites, and 4 orbital satellites, and all by children. Our next mission is to the moon. So we are working on that. In the next 2 years, we will be reaching the orbit of the moon. We will not land on the moon, but we will be orbiting the moon. Okay, next question. Which part of the moon did we land? Somebody, one. South Pole, so ye answer fail ho gaya. So no medal. Okay, what was the mission called at least? Somebody come here fast. You don't want a medal? Come. I want a girl. Beautiful. Please come. Chandrayaan what? Good. At least good try. Chandrayaan 3. Thank you. Go back and at least Google thoda. Sure. Thank you. Well, do you all want to know a little bit of my personal story? Anybody interested or yaar bahut ho gaya bakwas band karo. Ha? Chai ka time ho gaya. Time ho gaya? Chai ka. Ha? Go for it? Are yaar, thank you. Love you. Thank you. Okay. Born in a small town called Ramanathapuram in deep Tamil Nadu. Opened my eyes there, but my father was working at Hyderabad. So moved there. Was an all-rounder at school and college. I played 10 basketball nationals, a state athlete, a paratrooper, all India silver medalist firing, and the first parade commander to lead the parade with a sword and at Delhi Republic Day. So these were the accolades. And the day, thank you. Okay, I was a good student, average student, 78%, so okay in studies also. But predominantly on the court outside. So the day I was marching with the sword, I was the first woman to carry the sword and march the parade. And that day, General K.V. Krishna Rao had come for the parade as a chief guest. And he said, "Aise ladki chahiye hame fauj mein." So they gave me a direct entry into the armed forces. They called my dad and they told him, "Badhiya kar rahi hai aapki beti, so let her complete her graduation." I was in my second year. Let her complete the graduation and then come over and we will give her a direct entry. My dad was overwhelmed with joy, but for 10 seconds. Why? Bag se mera shaadi ka nahi hota. My shadi's wedding card. So he handed my wedding card to General K.V. Krishna Rao and said, "Today we are actually going to Chennai and she's getting married." And General said, "Please move before I take the gun. I don't want to see such a father." But who knows? I wanted to stand in Siachen, but I'm standing here with the future generation. So probably this was destiny. So right from sword, I jumped into spatula. Dosa badiya bana rahi thi. So for 16 years at home, dutiful wife, mother, whatever you call, everything was there. But this entrepreneurial bug was always itching me. It doesn't come with age, age, sex, color, kuch bhi nahi, kabhi bhi aa jata hai. This was always there itching in, within ki, "Arey yaar, Srimathy, why were you born? Do something to your name. Aise hi mar jaogi, Mrs. Kesan, Mrs. Kesan, Mrs. Kesan." Nahi, I want to do something. So chand se baat karti thi aksar. So that's why one friend of mine, suddenly after 16 years, she put me into a conference where I met the directors of NASA, I met astronauts, and that changed my life. That was my first step into entrepreneurial journey, and I didn't look back. So Sida from spatula, I went into space, I was given the ambassador status, the only person to have the ambassador status to NASA, the European Space Agency, and the Russian Space Agency space camps. So that was the spark. आलू बेचने वाले अगर सारा दिन आलू ही बेचते रहेंगे, सारा जन्म आज आलू बेचते रहेंगे, then there is no growth. And from there, I said, I am not only going to give this scientific experiential learning to Indian children. I want to do something more. So that's where touching satellites and rockets became a fear in myself. Soul touching. I said, let's build satellites. And with whom? With children. So the entire spin of life changed 360 degrees, and that's where we started building satellites. And today we are going to be commercializing this whole activity. We are already having University of Malaysia, University of Israel, all of them wanting to join hands with us to launch the satellite. So thank you so much. I leave it to you all here for giving me this great opportunity. Thank you, Vijay. Thank you, Mr. Ashutosh. Thank you all for listening to me patiently. Oh, I have a medal in my hand. Last question. Very simple question. Okay. Very simple question. Oh, you want to ask a question?
No, please.
Oh, God. We'll ask them some simple question? Okay. Which temple is very close to Pune?
There are many temples.
Oh.
Which one you would like to go?
Iconic temple. But somebody who knows, like, I am a typical South Indian. So when I come to Pune, I will be like, yaar, main ja sakti hu kya? What is that temple? Shirdi! Because I took his name because he's my only punching bag. When people did not believe, you need to infuse thousands and, thousands of rupees into building a satellite. It is so difficult to convince. I'm not an aerospace engineer. So that is a drawback. I'm sorry to say, again, among the top 10 startups, aerospace startups, 9 are men, and I'm the only woman for the last 10 years. So to sustain, to be there, to hold on, these accolades, these clapping, the sound of, the claps make me move forward. So thank you so much for having me here, and this is for you. Thank you, congratulations.
Thank you, Srimathy ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, but I must say your energy level is super high. There are around 200 people sitting here, but your energy is amazing.
Let's have a round of applause.
Definitely. And surely I would like to say, the way you are empowering rural people from north to south, Azadi Sat, which you have launched, I am really humbled about it. And I wish to go back to the time when I was a student and I could join Space Kids India. But yes, I have a daughter. So I'll definitely be in touch with you for her. And I also like the line you said, passion plays huge role in entrepreneurship. I'll always remember that. And whatever passion I have, I'll definitely follow that.
And one other thing I would always like to leave a note before I leave is, no pain, no gain.
Definitely.
That's one thing I always keep sharing it everywhere possible. There's so many challenges in the world. You wake up, it is a challenge. You brush your teeth, it is a challenge. You comb your hair, you start your bike. Everywhere it is challenge. Chhod do na yaar, let's have fun, When you get an opportunity to be together, please spread positivity.
Wow.
And we can do it.
Amazing.
We can do it. Together we can do it. So let's have that positive vibe. Have a beautiful day and Jai Hind.
Lovely. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. May I call upon Nitin Mittal to please felicitate ma'am? Thank you so much. Thanks, Nitin.
Great to meet
Thank
you.
you.
Let's have a round of applause for them. Thank you.
People,
Thanks a lot,
please
ma'am.
show your Josh, please. Come on. Lovely. Thank you.
This is going to take me to UN. I'm going to be very soon speaking there.
Wow. Congratulations. I would just like to tell you, we have a jam-packed agenda lined up for you, filled with insightful talks, interactive workshops, networking opportunities, and many more. So we'll be dividing this main hall into 4 chunks. So first one would be the transformation track. Then this second one would be your product agility track. Third is your intelligent track, and this one would be converted into the workshops and the entrepreneur kata. So please go through the schedule of our conference, and whichever topic you want to attend, please feel free to do that. And now we break for the networking. We have a 30 minutes of tea or coffee break. And also we have an agile sphere, which is, next to the booths which are outside, right? Please ensure that you visit the agile sphere and, visit all the codes, whichever menu you want to decide. Please feel free to use that. Thank you.
Also, do visit sponsor booth. We have author katta booth as well. So make use of this time to network and engage as well. Thanks a lot. Enjoy your tea, coffee. Thank you.